This was the year, Joshua. If it was any year to do it, this was it. No Mahomes, no Burrow, no Lamar. Like you were the only great quarterback left. And that's why they were all crying, really. It wasn't really the fact they lost, it was the fact that they knew this was the easiest it was gonna get.
Hits and hoop season.
Welcome back to Hits and Hoops. I'm Tyler, as always, and I'm here with my pick and roll partner, main man, Dixon. What's good, Chicho?
Wagwan, bro.
And today we have a very special guest that we love having on the show. Love chopping it up with Connor, aka Con Man. What's good, Con?
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Doing
Yeah.
great. Doing great. Well, tonight we got to get into a little bit of the divisional round. Then we're going to go into the championship weekend, which I can't wait for. You both know, loving football for this long, championship weekend usually is better than the Super Bowl. And I say that every year. It's usually one of those is
Maybe not this year.
maybe not this year, but the divisional round was awesome. So we're going to get into those. But before we get started, I want you to make sure everybody goes and like, subscribe, comment, post, share, all that fun stuff on all the socials, YouTube, Spotify, Apple. I'm going to start Saturday morning, early game. All right. And Connor, we had a very similar take last week on the Bills. What did you think about this first game when it comes to Broncos just beating the Bills and crushing the souls of every Buffalo fan this year?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we talked about that a lot. Is Josh getting right to the finish line and not being
Yep.
able to cross that? And I think that it's unfortunately, as a lover of football, it's tough to see a guy get almost there for the last 6, 7, 8 years. But I mean, what a gutsy game by the Broncos, by Bo Nix, the ankle. I mean, just coming up
Crazy.
big, just coming up huge, and just kind of solidifying his playoff win last year too.
Yeah, Dixon, what was your take on this game?
This was the year, Joshua. If it was any year to do it, this was it. No Mahomes, no Burrow, no Lamar. Like you were the only great quarterback left. And that's why they were all crying, really. It wasn't really the fact they lost, it was the fact that they knew this was the easiest it was gonna get.
Hmm.
But I think Josh Allen, I think he had gotten away with playing reckless like the game before. I believe he had like a couple turnovers as well, but I don't know, but maybe even toward the end of the season. But that definitely showed up huge. Like that one fumble he had when he was just carrying the ball like this
Yeah,
toward the end
wow,
of the
yeah.
half, super reckless.
And that
So,
that was a critical moment to do that because they ended up getting at least, I think, another three on the board
yeah,
going into
exactly.
halftime.
And that's what they
Um,
ended up winning by.
this team was 13-4, if I'm not mistaken, right? 14-3 ish.
The
Oh yeah.
Broncos.
This is a great team. They're the one seed, you
Yeah.
know. I will say this game was very typical of the Broncos because the first half it looked like Bo Nix looked like the best quarterback of all time. He could do
Played
no
a
wrong.
super clean game.
And then the second half, he was, I think, 2 for 12, 2 for 13 at one point. The Bo Nix has been impressing me. I've been more of a believer than a recent, and doing in the playoffs, just knowing history of quarterbacks and special teams that have won Super Bowls and really have made noise. You want to see moments like this, the players that rise to the occasion, and it's been really a wild ride when it comes to this Broncos. But Connor, what makes the Broncos so good? Why are they in the AFC Championship?
Man, I think they're such a complete team, right? You
Yeah.
see, the Bills are really great on offense and they have a pretty good defense, or they have a really great defense. Sometimes they're kind of up and down with that. They don't have any playmakers. You got Josh and you got Cook, but I mean, then you're rolling out Keon Coleman, Shakir, like guys that Elijah Moore, ex Jet, like random people. And I think it goes more on like, Brandon Bean and those guys trying to get guys in there. But I just think the Broncos are just more complete. They have a great defense. They have a great quarterback. They have a solid running game. They have solid receivers. They have solid tight ends. Overall, just kind of more of a complete team, and they play a complete game every game they seem to be playing in.
Hey, man, I kind of took Sean Payton for granted in New Orleans,
Yeah,
but
no, he
seeing what he's done in this
masterclass.
endeavor, 3 years,
Hey, not
like
just coaching, like he did the whole Madden
every
franchise mode. Like he took the
everything.
terrible team, terrible contract, and flipped the whole thing.
Every time I think of Sean Payton now, I think of Steven Ross, the Dolphins owner, on a boat with him, trying to convince him to come to the Dolphins with Tom Brady. And I just think what it could have been, like
Are you talking about when
when
they was tampering and shit?
when tampering was good, you know what I mean? But tough shit. Yeah, I agree with everything you said on the Broncos, Connor. I really do. Dixon, like we said, Bills fall again. Where from now? Like where do they go?
You seen they fired the coach,
Hmm.
which I thought he was doing a pretty good job coaching, like specifically in this playoffs. But I think it's like the same thing with like Tomlin and Harbaugh. Like these are all really good coaches, but it's just the time is done. Like they just need a fresh start in the organization. And I just think you got to get Josh Allen help. Like you
Yeah.
can't just keep relying on him to do all this crazy shit in order to win. Like you got to give him help, got to give him weapons. Keon Coleman, you funny, but you ain't gonna cut it, buddy.
What kind of weapons do you guys think that they like? Who specifically would you like to see or could you see on this team realistically?
Probably like through the draft. Yeah, they'll probably get like, free agents here and there, but I want them to get maybe like a gadget guy, like a really good receiving running back that they could pair with Cook, something like that.
I mean, Cook
Obviously a
is the
receiver.
leading rusher in the league. I mean,
Yeah, but he ain't really receiving back like that.
that's
I feel
true.
like Josh needs someone to like be able to check it down, but and then definitely just a receiver, someone on the outside.
Connor, who do you think specifically
Yeah, I was
could put on
surprised
this
like
team?
this past year they didn't go after a guy like Pickens, like a big body receiver to kind of go out there and get it. Like even one of these older guys, like I know Mike Evans was never going to leave Tampa, but like why not make the call? Why not kind of put something out there? Like who wouldn't want to come play for with Josh Allen? Like I mean, they're going to get there every year. Like I think a receiver or a football player like wants to be the reason they cross that line. They get over that hump and I know Dixon talked about McDermott. Like I think you see a lot of that in sports now. It's like you got a great coach to get you here, but you need to get somebody to get you past that. And I think he did a great job building the culture.
For
Getting the
sure.
right guys in there. But like now, somebody else needs to come in and kind of finish that job.
Hey,
Hmm.
why isn't Brandon Beane taking any of this credit? Like it's just not it's you, but the guy that builds the roster. I
He
mean,
got
Probably
a
goes out to
promotion.
get drinks with
he
the
got a
owner and stuff.
promotion. Yeah. Uh, like I guess because he's a vice president of the team now, that he can't be blamed. Like
Or you could
I don't
just be
know.
drinking buddies with the owner. You know how these things go.
You never know. You never knew. Going to the
Smashing
night
the
game.
owner's niece and shit.
Going to the night game. Seattle 41, 49ers 6.
Oh my God.
The night the Niners hit a wall in Seattle. That's for sure. That's for sure. I will say the first half I thought Purdy was doing as much as he could, but then the avalanche
First
of the
half. Yo,
12
this was one of those
just
rare occasions where game was over, play one.
yeah, that run back was
And wait,
they
yo,
shook him.
the kicker, you're gonna get smacked. Like you just officially put a bounty on your head. That was wild. And I get it, playoffs by any means. But homie did a soccer sliding tackle.
Yeah, he did. Um, Going into Seattle, talking about this game, I uh, I think this is everything that you said, Connor. What you thought of the Broncos, I think this is the same version of that, but just a little bit better. I think they're the best team out of the last four from special teams, having such a threat of that weapon. Remember before in what the mid 2000s, mid 2010s, when kickback returning was it was a weapon. It was a legit. You got a kick returner.
And the old
Josh Cribbs,
Seattle Super Bowl
Hester,
winning Seattle had a
Don,
weapon like that. Percy
Dante
Harvin.
Hall, like these guys were. weapons, and Shaheed is one of those weapons for them. So that having that threat in the third side of the ball on that. Plus, we got to give it to Darnold. He had a great season. Kenneth Walker and Chardonnay both had good seasons. And not to mention, they had probably the best receiver in the league. They were okay with letting Metcalf go, and JSN became, God level in Seattle. But that's just talking about the Seahawks, the Niners. First play, like you said, Dixon, it was done. It was done. Connor, what'd you see in this game?
Yeah, I think we talked about last week. This was the one game where I was like, this is not even going to be close. I didn't think it was going to be this bad, but I mean, they fully dominated the 49ers from play one to the end of the game, the last second, every level, special teams, offense, defense. Wasn't even fair. And I get the 49ers had some pretty big injuries, but there's nobody on this earth that could have helped them this past game. Like it was too good. The Seahawks fans were too strong, too loud, too raucous. I mean, it was a beautiful. If you love football, you love that game. You love that stadium. You love that presence of fan. It was great to watch. But I love Darnold, as you guys know.
Yeah.
So finally get to see him get over that hump, and hopefully, he gets it done next week too.
So on Saturday mornings with my wife, we usually go to like our little downtown area, and there was a guy with a Seattle hat on, and I don't know. He said something to me because I think I had some sort of attire on, but I said, "Oh, are you gonna go to the game?" Just messing with him, and he goes, "Man, I was able to, but I just can't. I can't make it with work." So I looked up tickets, and it was 530 a piece. But to
Mhm.
be in an environment like that, an atmosphere like that, a game like that against a rival, yo, if you look at it, Seattle's playing their division in the playoffs.
Next week's gonna be the same thing. Run it
And
back.
you guys know those divisional games, they just mean that much more. You love when the Dolphins are beat by the Jets just a little bit more than if they beat the Panthers. You know what I mean?
And those divisional games are always close. I mean, apart from this previous one, but usually they're close because they just know each other so well.
Right, right. Going into Sunday's game, Patriots
Wait, hold
won.
on, hold on, hold on. Sam Darnold, two
Sam,
back-to-back 14-win seasons, two different organizations. That's big time.
I think he's the only player in the NFL to ever do that.
Only player in
really?
NFL to ever do that type shit. Like
Wow, I didn't know that.
me personally, I'm gonna have to start throwing more respect on his name.
Wow, that's a
But
great
like
stat.
he has a great chance to actually go win the whole thing, like right now, and then solidify himself as like, top five, top 10 quarterback.
Going into Sunday, Patriots beat the Texans 28-16. And kudos to the Patriots. They did their thing. Great defense, manageable offense. But they won this game because of CJ Stroud.
Right.
Four four picks, three in the first half. I think I had texted you, Dixon. Like they gotta bench him. Like second
They
quarter.
should have benched
He's
him.
just he's just not there. Davis Mills went 3-0 when he was
He
gone. Give
carried.
him the
He
reins.
carried.
I could not believe this CJ Stroud play. I couldn't. And the game they had 5 turnovers and the game was within a touchdown until the last score with a couple
Bro,
minutes
Drake
left.
May and CJ were going turnover for turnover.
It was crazy, yo. But the positive I will say, that Texans defense probably the best defense I've seen all year.
Facts.
Will Anderson, holy shit.
Who? Bronny?
Who? Huh?
Bronny?
No, Will Anderson.
Oh, you never seen them like side by side? Looks
No,
just like she looks just like him.
really?
Think about it.
I never kind of put those two and two together.
You will.
But Connor, what did you think of this game?
Yeah, I'll just keep going back to last week. I talked about how CJ Stroud tries to do too much. He forces balls. take the sack, throw it away. We had this conversation last week, and I didn't think it could get worse.
It
Bro.
got worse.
And it got way worse. Like there were so many times where I was like, okay, he's gonna just eat it and I'm like, he just threw it backwards, or he just like threw it in the middle of the field, like
Yo, he didn't throw one spiral.
it was
No,
coming up like a duck. He
that
wasn't
was
running.
rough.
Like that was my biggest thing about CJ Stroud was I know they want him to be more of a pocket passer, but especially in the playoffs, like you saw with Caleb Williams, like on those big plays, sometimes you gotta just take off because
Yeah.
you're struggling throwing the football. The only way to get started on offense is get the chains moving, and you could do that with his legs. He's quick, but I don't know what it was. He looked silly, but I mean. Drake May had, I know Will Anderson had 2 strip sacks, but I think he had 4 fumbles.
Yo, what?
I don't know what he looked
Only
great
they
for
only
30
turned over
seconds.
one.
Yeah, so I mean, shout out to them.
Hey, this was definitely a weather game. Both
Yeah.
Sunday games were weather games. It was raining, then it's was sleet, and then it was
Snow.
snowing at one point. So that ball was slippery. That's for sure.
Yo,
That
but that CJ Stroud shit, that was one of the roughest games by a quarterback I've seen. Because it's like he only had 4 picks, but that doesn't even tell you how bad he was playing.
no, he could
Like
have
when I
six.
tell you every ball could have been picked. Like he didn't throw one good ball
He
all game.
looked shook.
No,
He
yeah,
looked
that
shook.
was that was one of the rare times you'll see a professional athlete. Shout out Ben Simmons. Like you actually are shook on the court, like visibly, like you're done, buddy. I think they would have been way better off starting Davis Mills for the second half. Like, bro,
Yeah,
season's on the line. I don't give a fuck about contracts and egos right now.
yeah, and feelings. Yeah,
Defense is too great.
yeah.
Like that defense could have carried you. You just had to do like, you
Well,
know,
with that
you just
defense,
had
they
to be
stayed in the game
neutral,
the
not
whole
even
game.
negative. Hey,
So with New
they
England.
say he coughed up millions with this performance. Because I think he's at the negotiation table after this season.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, from the New England side, Dixon. Those they have great running backs. I'll say
Hey
that.
man,
Booty
hey,
played great. Okay.
people
With
say
that
who I'm rooting for. Anyone but New England. Fuck that shit, bro. Like, all right, it's gotten far enough. It's gotten far enough. There's no way. They shouldn't even be in the playoffs right now. Like, we deserve a longer break than this, bro.
Yo, it's
Like
been
it
like
should
what,
have been
7 years?
it should have been decades. For how
Mm.
dominant they were, it should have been decades of misery.
Yeah, it was only almost a decade.
Nah, fuck that.
Going into the night game, the last game of the night, Rams 20, Chicago Bears 17 in overtime. Connor, you start. I'm gonna keep rambling.
I mean, let me tell you something. I've never seen a throw in a situation like that. Fourth, that literally the entire season, this boy faded back 25, 30 yards,
Oh my
threw that bitch
God.
flat footed, by the way, straight up just, hey, somehow wide open. And look, I know we talk about Caleb Williams a lot. I know there's a big Caleb Williams hater in here, but the kid played unbelievable all year, all playoffs. He was poised. The complete opposite of Stroud when he got in trouble. He tucked it and ran. He picked his spots. He didn't put the ball in a situation where it could get picked off, except for the last play. But if you watch that play, DJ Moore gives up. He runs the wrong route. I mean, nothing was his fault this year. I mean, he played an unbelievable season.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, he did. I don't know about y'all, but every fourth down that they were put in, you kind of felt there was a little bit of magic going on. There was like, man, for what he did last week on that
I was
fourth and
like, there's
seven,
no way he's gonna one up last week.
there's exactly. But then it was a pass that was only credit for what, 14 yards, and it was like a 45 fadeaway flicker.
I still don't know how that guy was open like that.
Yo, he's got an arm that might be one of one when it
No,
comes to talent.
I'm telling you, bro.
I mean,
Alien arm type shit. Like,
yeah, and once he figures out like you mentioned, Connor, like flat-footed, like kind of these off the wall kind of when he sharpens up a little bit, man, a little bit better accuracy. Shoot.
which like Ben Johnson was exactly what he needed. He just needed someone to help him sharpen up the fundamentals.
Yeah,
But the arm talent, I mean, yeah, it's different.
it's different. It's different. But looking from the Rams side, we're talking about Caleb this whole time. They squeezed by. That defense played really well. This was also a weather game. I mean, there was a lot of snow,
That
a lot
shit
of
looked
wet.
cold as hell, my
Yeah,
boy.
what was it? I think like 17 felt like 5 or something. I mean, that shit sucks. I mean, Connor, you know what it's like to be in the cold like that. We know what it's like to be in the cold in that Dixon. I couldn't imagine playing football in that.
That's what I'm saying. Like people don't understand. Everything hurts 10 times
I
worse
don't
in
want
the
to walk out
cold.
the crib. Like, you want me to go play
No, just
football?
catching a football from your buddy in the cold is gonna be challenging.
Yeah, fuck
But
that.
hold on, they gotta be taking nah, real shit. Hold on. We done signed or none. They gotta be taking drugs or some shit, right?
No, I think there's a lot of remedies that they could do, like ointments you can put on your skin to help it. I
Connor.
know, I mean, shit, I'd be sleeved up. I'd be double sleeved up. I don't care. You can
I
call
would
me a
think
pussy,
every
whatever,
time
no
I'm like,
problem.
okay, I'm gonna throw on I'm gonna do the Tom Brady scuba suit,
Yeah,
and then
minimum.
I'm gonna throw on like a regular long sleeve.
Yeah, I mean, and then a hoodie. Like, I don't care. You can make fun of me all you want. I'm worried about tackling you or scoring. That's
Like
it.
these boys is out there still with like no sleeves, like no padding. Like what?
Hey, do you think?
But Connor, you know, Aaron Rodgers gave us the game, bro. He said they was perked up out there.
That's what I hear. But they were even talking about like you notice that the guys wouldn't take their helmets off because their helmets were going to freeze and they're going to get too cold and it takes a while for
Oh
them to kind of
shit.
form back. Like that's why like Puka never took his helmet off. They
Mm,
always were wearing the jackets. They were by the heaters. Somebody put cayenne pepper in their socks. I never even heard of that shit in my life.
Oh,
that's
I did
I
hear
don't know.
about
insane.
that.
I was like, I don't
Yeah.
know how that helps you, but like these guys, but they got to be shot up with a little something,
You
like
got yeah, a little,
a
Weapon
little
X
something get you
juice. Like
going.
it's some shit that we don't even know. Like it's just an NFL drug. That's all I could tell you.
So talking about the Rams, how they played in this game, I think I think they're playing with their food a lot in this playoffs. I really do. I understand it was cold. Bears were cold too, though. I really thought it was going to be more of a win. And I mean, Bears took it to the end and scored, made an amazing play. But I really thought I would have seen more out of the Rams. I thought they would have put up a better fight. Even though I don't know if you guys felt the same way. I felt like the Bears defense was probably the best unit of this whole game.
Hey, what's my boy number? I think number 9,
The
Brisket.
linebacker,
Or
yeah,
Jaquan
Brisket.
Brisker.
He was
I
going
think
beast.
he's a
stupid.
safety.
What a beast.
He was going beast. Big as fuck too. Pause. But yeah, nah, I think the Rams got the best quarterback left.
They do. Yeah, I think they do.
So I think they got a legitimate shot, and then that would make, Stafford historic.
Yeah, yeah.
One more
Well,
Super Bowl ring he's gonna enter a different room. That's all I'm gonna say.
oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Connor,
yeah.
what can you say about the Rams that you like?
I mean, I like everything. I feel like you hit the nail on the head there, though. Like, how do you have Devontae Adams have no target? Like, he had one target, no catches. I think up until like the third quarter, and
Mm,
like he's one of the best, for our receivers that a complete receiver, route runner, catcher, like of the football that we probably have ever seen. Up there. And I know Pukas gets a lot of love, but like I feel like Stafford got rattled pretty bad there. I think they were hitting him hard. Dixie talking about how cold it is. You hit the ground on that, it's like hitting concrete. But like I think they gotta find a better way to get Devontae the ball more. And you saw like when he did catch that ball, that sideline catch really in OT
hell yeah.
And
won
blew
them
up.
that
Yeah,
game in my
yeah,
opinion. I mean that won them that game. But I mean I think they gotta use Blake Corum a little bit more, the backup running back, Kyron Williamson get the ball a little bit more. But I mean I feel like they should have ran through these playoffs and they're not, which is slightly concerning.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. They're not really running away with these games, but they are winning, right? I think to me, it doesn't look like they're just not as run heavy as they were at one point. And that's what I think made their offense kind of magical because they are good at running. Those running backs are good together. They're really good. And there are weapons they can't catch, which McVay does a lot of, that screen shit. But I forgot where I was going with this. Looked at
But
my notes and I fucking forgot.
Right.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
cut that shit out.
And yeah, I just that's the beautiful thing of editing.
Nah, leave it all in.
Bars.
Yeah, you guys got anything else up in the divisional you want to see? Oh, actually, I wanted to ask you, uh, where do the Bears go from here? What do you think some things that they should do in this offseason, Connor?
Okay, I don't know if you want to go there. Yeah, no, I feel like they're when these teams that were not so great maybe a year or two ago end up being really good, and I kind of see a lot of distraction. I think that's when free agents start to be like, well, what if I want to go play in Chicago? Like, I want to go play out there. Like another team that doesn't have. I know DJ Moore's pretty good, but he kind of gets hurt. He takes a couple plays off. With Dunze got hurt pretty bad this year. He was having a good year, but like Luther Burden, like. I know he's a young boy, but he's good. But like,
Balling.
I think another one. I mean, they got to get another couple. I mean, they got Colston Loveland. He played out of his mind this year towards the end. I think they just need another couple of receivers. I feel like their defense is solid, but the thing is, when you play so well, other teams start to be like, all right, well, can we get Jaquan Brisker over here? Can we get all these
That
other
too.
guys? That stuff. You want to lose pieces, but you want to gain a couple too. So like everything good in this world, it costs money, man. So we'll see what happens next.
That's true. That's true. Dixon, what do you think?
Yeah, I think just another year. That's all they need.
Yeah, I think
If they
I
got a
think
good enough team.
offensively, I think offensively they'll be a year older. I think they'll be good offensively. I think they should go all defense. Get as many good defensive players
Yeah, I
because
could see them go on defense on
yeah,
offseason.
even though they had a lot of turnovers, I think most turnovers in the league,
Yeah.
33, which
Mm-hmm.
is huge. I mean, they went on a run in the middle of the season where I think there was like 3 turnovers a game, and that's impressive. But they did give up a lot of yards, and they did give up a lot of yards on the ground too. They weren't a great rushing defense, which that was another thing about this game. I thought the Rams would have attacked that more, knowing that they weren't one of the best, kind of a mid-tier rush defense. But I think they go all defense, get a big defense, a lot a tackle in there, and get a couple better secondary players. They'd be really good because they got the box pretty well with their linebackers with Edmonds. He's a beast. Anything left on the divisional round for you guys?
That's it.
All right, we're going into the championship weekend. Sunday at 3, we have the Pats at the Broncos. The Broncos are favored by 5.5 right now. That's
What?
what that's what Vegas says right now. Yeah. What is your thoughts going into this game, Dixon?
That line can't be right. First off, there's no way that's right.
That's what
Bro,
I just
wait.
saw.
The
That Bo
Broncos.
Nix injury
Yeah.
had to be one of the randomest things ever. Like, he ate it. He showed no reaction. Y'all seen the play, right?
Yeah, it was fucking such a throwaway play. It's crazy.
Fucking insane, bro. Super sad to see that happen, but I think Sean Payton is great enough that they have a chance to win. A chance, but I mean, you gotta go New England. There's no way. There's no way this
In
backup because it's
Denver,
not even a good backup. If it was Nick Foles and them back there, okay, but it's not.
the thing is we haven't seen him play in 2 years. That's like, oh man, you haven't played in a while. You might be able to win a game with him,
Hey, and he used
but
to be on the Patriots, so that's an
yeah, that's
advantage
true.
too.
That's true. Connor, what's your thoughts going into this game?
This should be quick work here. Drake May needs a rebound.
Hmm.
I think he has a big rebound game. I think that team's ready to go, man. I don't see them. They should win by double digits easily. Like it's not even. I feel like this is not going to be a good game to watch. But I mean, hopefully it is. Stidham played well when he did play, but like you said, 2 years ago, 2 year layoff. It's a long time, and to be
That's a
thrown
long
into the
time.
game
Yeah.
and be like, "Hey, man, go get us to the Super Bowl." Like,
Crazy.
Hey,
let's
if
be
they
for
do
real.
it, they got to make a stadium for him,
Bro,
right?
I seen on Instagram
Like,
Got
his
to,
Vegas.
like
man.
his latest post has like 4,000 comments. Like fans are in there like, "Yo, your whole life has come down to this point. Like you have a chance to like." I'm telling you, bro. Y'all should go take a look at
That's
this.
fucked up.
Hilarious.
That's fucked up. I hope it is a good game. I hope it's another weather game.
Hey, and both games are on Sunday.
Yeah,
How it
3 and
should
6.
be. Like I'm I'm not a fan of this like football on every day of the week shit. Honestly, this like I like my football on Sundays.
Uh, It's 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 just a lot of football to watch. Like
Right.
I don't know how some people do like college and NFL like all day on the couch. I don't know if you do that, Connor, but I catch in like the prime time college games. But, like I can't sit down all Saturday.
Mhm.
One of my life goals is to do like an all football weekend though, like high school game Friday, college Saturday,
Hey, the high
NFL
school by my
Sunday.
house, it's a fucking event. It's crazy. It's an event over here.
Nah,
It's crazy.
nah, this boy lives in like a little football town.
Yeah, Connor, this year and last year we got to go on the field with the players to be recognized by like the city. And yeah, it was just cool. All the little kids so fucking loved it. It was like every kids from a 12, no, 11 to no 12 to 6. We all got to go on there with our jerseys or their jerseys and shit. And then the cheerleaders got to go on. They got, like a standing ovation and shit. It was cool.
That's
It's
what's up,
cool.
man. These little towns, man, they love their high school football, man. They
Yo,
live for that
Connor, I'm
shit.
Yo, it's
telling
just
you.
really big out here, dude.
I'm
Like
telling you, this
Clayton.
shit's legit. Like just for the like 10-year-old league, they go all out, bro.
Yeah, it's
Them
really
boys
cool.
started early.
Like Clayton High School is known for football. Like they got a defensive lineman that's going to UM, and they have a dual quarterback. They went to the state championship. They lost to a school in like Greensboro. But that so they got the quarterback of this year. His name, I don't remember his name. But he's going to NC State for football. And the guy that they lost to is committed to Tennessee. And he was a fucking boss. It's cool. It's a whole different like dimension of football I never thought I'd get into, but it's pretty cool. It's cool. Sorry to ramble about that, but going to 6:30 p.m. we have the Rams and the Seahawks, and the Seahawks are favored by 2.5 right now. Connor, I'm gonna start with you on this one. What do you think about going into this game?
Yeah, I mean, I had the Rams winning. I think it's another close game, but I think that they finally break out of that real slow start, real weird, not getting Devontae. Like I talked about it before, Devontae's got to get the football. I think they kind of break out. I know this defense is good, but I think that when it comes down to it, when your quarterback's got the experience of winning a title already, and the other guy not so much. I think that really does come down to those moments where it's a one score game. There's a minute and a half left. Like you want Stafford to have the ball rather than Darnold, and I think that's what it's going to come down to is Stafford kind of being him, taking over, and then just getting to the big game.
Man, I think that's a great point with what you say. Stafford's been here and he's kind of done this with that. That's a great point. I I got Seattle winning this game. Even though I love this Rams team, I think the way Seattle's playing right now and the energy that will be also brought there for this game, another divisional game, I think Seattle just has an advantage when it comes to that kind of element
You
and
think it'd be
having that
close though, or you
environment.
think they're smacking them?
No, it's gonna be a close game. Rams are gonna fight. Rams are going to fight, but I just think, especially as of right now, last week they had a little bit of magic, and I think that magic will kind of carry over into this game.
If Stafford had difficulty with that Bears defense, he's in for a treat with
Yeah, I
that
mean they
Seattle
had
defense.
this. That's one thing about this defense. Like they're good on every level. The front, the linebackers, and the secondary. They don't really have a weakness. Man, they play great. Yo, that was such an amazing hire. Good looking back. Um, what's their coach's name?
The young boy, Mac. Is it Mac or some shit?
He
You
was
talking about
he was
Seattle's coach?
Yeah,
Forgot his name too.
he was the Baltimore DC. What the fuck is his name?
McDonald or some shit, isn't it?
Isn't it Mike McDonald?
Could be.
Okay.
I don't know.
What an amazing hire. Like he's just one of those DCs that hasn't one of those DC coaches that went into a situation and fucking flourished because we've seen it go south so many different ways.
Yo, hold on, Connor, the Oracle. You haven't missed yet in these playoffs, right?
Nope.
So like Tyler, you got to pay attention. He said Rams. And I'm not I've purposely not asked you like your Super Bowl picks cuz I just want to go step by step with this. So every round I see you hitting, so I'm like, okay, now he said Rams and Patriots, which will be a rematch of a couple years ago.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be
Yeah, I
cool.
mean, you look at it right now, like we've seen Darnold play really good, but the thing is, like Darnold puts the ball in the spot sometimes where you're like, damn, if it was a half a second late,
In harm's way.
or and it's like he might have instead of 3 touchdowns, he might have 3 interceptions. I think that's the biggest thing. He's been getting away with it for so long. That shit does run out, and it gets real ugly
Hmm.
real quick. I mean, I've seen it with him, obviously, but I mean, he's a different quarterback than the seeing ghost Darnold than he is right now. But like, he still is that guy where he'll throw it out there and he'll put it into harm's way. I know JSN is great, but he's gonna throw a couple balls that's gonna be like a 50-50, and they might not get those balls. I think that's where the difference is there.
Hey, and watch
Maybe
out.
not that.
Cooper Cup revenge game. Just
Mm.
putting it on the table. Watch out.
I forgot all about that. That's so funny. These teams were 1-1. They split the series this year. So you know how people say it's hard to beat a team twice. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see sort of where this goes. Last thing I want to get into this the national championship last night. UM fell to Indiana. Indiana perfect season. Connor, I don't know how much college you watch, how much college you pay attention to, but what do you think of this game?
Yeah, I watch enough college to kind of know what's going on, but I mean, obviously having a top two pick this year for the Jets, I was really focused on this kid Mendoza, and I think last night just solidified that I will never see him on my football team. I mean, the kid is unbelievable. He's unshakable, unshakable. He doesn't make big mistakes. He gets hit. We talked about it. Like he gets these big hits and he just gets back up. And in the two, clutches plays, the two fourth down plays at the end of the game, it was like, just another Saturday for him. And he took that team to the end, 16-0, national championship, Heisman. Like,
Crazy.
I
Perfect
mean,
season.
perfect season, number one overall pick. Like, what a fucking animal he is. But I mean, Miami played a great game. I think they were more off the vibes, they were off the hype, and that kind of got them to a different level. But I mean, Carson Beck did what Carson Beck does in those big moments,
That was tough.
unfortunately.
Yeah, that was tough.
Oh,
I
the
mean,
super senior?
Yeah.
no, he's a super
Super,
senior.
super.
That yeah, Indiana's got some. They got some NFL talent. A, a lot of NFL talent. I think Miami does too. Miami's built a new program from the
Dope to
last
see
couple of
the
years.
U back in some like, top
Yeah, it's
contender. I
cool.
think
It's because we know when we were growing up. Connor, do you have a college team?
My families are Notre Dame fans, so I
Oh, okay.
loosely enjoy when they win. But for me, for college, I'm more of a football fan.
Okay,
Like
cool.
knowing that these kids might be on my team next year, or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's
you're on
cool
some
to see.
scout vibes.
Yeah, that boy Bane, man, he's gonna look good in jet green.
Yo, hold
Yo,
on, hold on. My boy from Oregon. I think the youth fumbled. I think the youth forgot to play, bro. Like I think these boys forgot the script. He's going back to college instead of going to the NFL.
oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is that because the Jets are at number two? Like, are the Jets that fucking trash where he'd rather go back to college? Or is it the NIL or what is it?
Man,
Yes, we're that fucking bad.
That's true.
man, but I mean, he would make quite a bit more going to the NFL. Like, let's be real. He's a second overall pick. Like, he's gonna make
Yeah,
major
he would make the
double
money, but
digit.
I think that he probably looks at the last couple quarterbacks that went there and it's kind of like same shit's gonna happen to me, man.
Yeah.
Scary, right?
So might as well. Hey, imagine he goes back and I don't know, somebody else. Chiefs have the number seven pick or something. You know what I mean? Like you never know where he's gonna go next year.
That's
But he knows
crazy,
this
bro.
year he was gonna go to the Jets if he declared and
Wait, so Riola, didn't he? Riola just commit
went
to Oregon?
Oregon. Yeah, he entered the portal and went now.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes pre-com?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, hey, what are y'all thoughts on that?
Bro,
We never
I've
talked about
never.
that.
That's glazing to
That's
a whole
crazy.
So
nother
bad.
level. Like that's glazing to a legendary level, bro.
That's so crazy, yo. Like, you can't say it because then you'll look like even more like a clown.
No,
Like,
because
yo, I love that man.
no, but it's one thing to copy a play style, but like you copying pregame mannerisms, bro.
The mannerisms, but the walk, like, come on,
Everything. Yeah. The hair, the walk.
there's
The
no excuse for
you
that.
copying the pregame fit, bro. Oh, it's nasty work.
No,
It's nasty work.
come on,
But
man. Like,
he
your own
looks kind of
identity.
decent. Like it's just all that shit makes him look worse, but whatever.
That's I don't know if I can't. I mean, you would know better. You follow just a lot further than I do, but was he even like that? Like, would you want him as your quarterback, or would you just like, I just need something to root for?
I mean, you talking about Mendoza or more?
No more.
I mean, he was good. I mean, he was a projected number 2 overall pick, so obviously he was pretty
But you
good.
know they push these quarterbacks up.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is like it's such a quarterback driven league that I think there's better picks. Like, there's the linebacker from Ohio State, obviously Bain too. Like, um, it's not like the sexy pick where it's like, your Zach Wilsons of the world where it looks like it could be great, but I just think it
All
wouldn't
the
have been,
time.
I wouldn't have worked out. Like, there's too much else we have to fix. Because like drafting a quarterback right now and throwing him in there is going to do the same thing we've done for the last couple of years. So it's like,
Mm.
what's the point?
So you think another like foundation year before you even get the quarterback?
Yeah, this is another like 4 to
Wow.
6 win season. Yeah, unless I mean,
So
we'll
let's
get
get a bridge quarterback in there.
yeah. I mean, I've seen things on Twitter and heard things about Kyler Murray
Of
for a
course.
year, or I recently saw something floated about Tua to the
I'm not. I'm
Jets.
not. I'm not. I don't. I do not. I do not. I'm not falling into that trap of
Brother, I'm
them.
telling you right now, if that
I'm not falling into that.
happens, your life is yeah, you're
The
ruined.
craziest thing, he would probably be our best quarterback I've ever watched play for the Jets, which is it's tough to say.
No, that's how it is
And
for
you were a
us.
fan.
That's how it
Like,
is for us.
you were a fan of him too, Connor. So I know.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Tua, even though people don't believe me.
Yo, that would be sick.
I'm not believing none of that bullshit. That's
That
just.
his
I could
contract's
see
way
that
too big
happening.
right now, but I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
So, is that what you want to go as Bane at 2? Is that would you if you were GM
Yeah,
Connor?
I mean, I would. Our edge rushers are pretty good, but I forget the kid from Ohio State. Um, I think it's Reese, or I think his last name. Like he's a linebacker. And I think that our linebacking core is going to kind of break up. Like Quincy Williams going to go elsewhere. Jamie Sherwood is going to go elsewhere. So maybe put him in there. But I just don't think offenses are. I think offense is going to be built through free agency this year, and defense will be built through the draft.
Okay, okay. Last question I got for y'all, and we haven't talked to Dixon and I haven't really talked to you, Connor, about this football season. But if you're the Cleveland Browns, you go after a quarterback, or are you good on quarterback?
I don't think you're ever good on quarterback, especially in this league with how things can change so quick. But I feel like what Sanders showed you, like the last couple games. I mean, what why not roll with him next year? Like, what's the point? He has another full year of training camp, another year of OTAs, another year of practices. Like, he's only going to get better and more comfortable. I think in the first game or two, he was real uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then he kind of got into a groove where he plays with a little swagger, which is great, but, he just got to be smarter with the football. But I mean, why would you not run it back with him?
Okay. Okay. Dixon, how you feeling about Shador going into next year?
That's crazy. We never did like the season report on him, but I think they could go get like a comparable quarterback, like a backup, Jacoby Brissett, one of them, just in case. Because I don't think Dylan Gabriel is going to be. He'll be good enough to keep on the roster, but not to
He'll be
depend
on
on.
too. Yeah.
And then start Shador, like but still have like a backup plan just in case.
Who do you want to see in Cleveland? Like, what kind of coach? Because
Mm.
they fired Stefanski. He's in Atlanta now.
I mean, I would have. I thought it'd been cool. obviously with the McDaniels news that you talked to me about prior.
I
I
thought
thought
that was a
McDaniels.
cool move
I
too.
thought that would have been cool. You get a. I think you need an offensive guy in there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
kind of unlock his potential on his legs and things like that. So I don't even know where they go now. Like
So who's out there? Like, what offensive coaches are out
he,
there?
They got Kubiak on Seattle, can interview next week.
Oh, okay.
But I think a lot of this coaching, carousel this year, it's a lot of DCs. You think about
Hmm.
Tomlin, he's a DC. McDermott, he's a DC. And those are just the big names. Kubiak's like the sexy name. Um,
Bala was DC.
right. So I don't know, do they go from in-house? Do they try to throw a bag at somebody to leave? Because if you're Cleveland, like, yo, you drafted
You
very
got the
well.
talent. You
You
you hit
you
a home
drafted
run in the
well.
draft. Yeah. No, you got an
They
A
beat
plus on the draft.
they beat good teams. So it's like, okay, I guess you got to really find someone that believes in Shador. And I agree with everything you said. He had some tough moments, but then he had some moments it was like, oh man, what a throw, what a touchdown. Like he had some great throws to Fannin, that other rookie on the team. So there's talent on that team. I think they go grab like another Judy's fine. Like he's a fine receiver, but grab a better receiver, open up the offense a little bit better. Judkins obviously won't be there, so that kind of stinks for them because he was definitely developing as a great back. But it'd be interesting to see if they try to go get one of those Tomlins or whatever. But also the uh, the elephant in the room, which has been in the closet this whole year. What's up with Watson? Will he start? Will they have a real quarterback competition,
Oh
or
my
will
God.
Sanders
I
be the
forgot
backup?
all about that. I forgot all
Exactly.
about that creep.
Exactly. So I'm very intrigued to see what they do. And there's a lot of openings, and there's already teams picking up these guys right away. Yeah, as soon as Harbaugh gets hired, uh, that's when the dominoes start to fall. I know Joe Brady's out there. Like, what if he goes to the Browns? Like, I
Browns
mean,
need to stop playing games and go hire Pops, man. Go
it's
get
really
Deion Sanders.
interesting.
Hey, go get Deion Sanders prime time. Come on. Y'all
No,
really
you
want to turn it?
cannot do
Yeah, hey,
that.
hey. Really want to turn it up?
You cannot do
Really
that.
want to turn it up? Go get Pops. Stop fucking around.
You be cool with that, Connor?
Hell no, that's crazy.
That'd be crazy.
That would
That's a
be
Browns
uncool.
move, though.
That is a Browns move,
I
man. Go
need
get Joe
that.
Brady, man. Go call him up. Give him anything he wants.
Hey, hold on, Tyler. I'm not gonna let you end this episode without talking about who the fuck the Dolphins hired. Like, I
Okay.
think everyone
All
saw
right,
that
cool.
and said, "Who?"
Well, I think the issue is like we don't know nothing about him. He's not like a sexy name like Ben Johnson
Packers
was.
defense wasn't that like amazing. It was they had Micah Parsons is what they had.
Yeah, I think they were top 10 or top 9 in every major category, which is cool, but I can't judge a coordinator off of one
Can I
year.
judge him for his
In my opinion.
haircut?
I don't care what he looks like, but he could be purple with one eye. I don't care. If you can coach, you can coach.
You're right.
I don't care about that. But I mean, I'm seeing a bunch of stuff that I do like. Accountability guy, connector.
No,
You'll
he
actually have a positional battle, not like what we've seen is like, no, we're giving you the starting spot. So it's a lot of accountability. It's all what you want to hear. I'm
based on that
so
haircut, you can assume he rules with the belt.
the Dolphins put out a 15-minute interview with our new GM, uh, and I'm sold on him. I mean, he's all about developing, and everything you want to hear is great right now, right? But let's see how everything pans out and
Where did the
how
GM come from?
that. He came from Green Bay. He was their VP scouting.
So we got the GM and the coach from Green Bay.
Yeah, yeah. And
That's not bad. Okay, I kind
to
of
add
like
on
that.
top of that, the people running the Patriots, the people running Seattle, like they came from Green Bay also. They're also using that Green Bay method. So,
So
and
the
on top of
so
that, Troy Aikman has been leading Steve Ross and helping with this whole search.
I'm really doing the math. So the last Green Bay piece, Malik Willis.
I think that could be a possibility. Yeah.
Stop it.
Now, that week 18, I think what it was when he came in, I was like, this is the best quarterback of all time.
Holy shit, bro.
But then he threw his arm out. I said, oh man, we can't do that.
Can't
We
do that.
can't do that.
That was like some Anthony Richardson, I got tired type shit.
I was like, oh man, that's not great. I don't really like that.
I want to
But
see him get another chance too, even though everyone's
Connor, you know
tired
what
of
I'm
him.
talking about, right?
I do know what you're talking about.
This man looked amazing. He
And
was like
then,
Justin Fields week 1. You know what I mean? It was like,
bringing me
oh man.
back.
That was special.
Yeah, so that's what they're doing, and I'm liking it so far. I need more information comes out, but like I'm really interested in the press conference, how that looks, and I'm really interested in his assistant coach hires. Like, is he going to go out, or are we
So
going to
hold on,
be?
hold on. We got rid of the OC and DC.
So Weaver is interviewing for other jobs. If not, he'll be our DC, which is I'm fine with that. Weaver has been not. He's definitely been under my expectations. Come and be as our DC.
What about the OC?
I mean, our OC was Frank Smith. He's on McDaniel's staff, so he'll probably go with him to the Chargers.
So sometimes when these coaches move around, the
Oh,
coordinators
most of
go
the
with.
time. Most of the time. Yeah.
Oh.
Like, it's a whole staff that you want to bring with you, or if you got guys somewhere else that
So
want
when
to
they
move around.
fire a coach, they're firing him and his staff,
Yeah. And then there's certain ones that they keep, like our
the
running back
special
coach.
ones.
Our running back coach we've had for a while, like 10 years, Studsville. We've had guys in there for a while.
Oh,
But
wow.
for a
Okay.
majority, yeah. Like when Brian Flores came, he did the same shit. He brought the wide receivers coach became our OC.
He bought all
The
them
O
New
line,
England boys.
yeah, it was like fucking Miami Patriots. Now it's like from the top, if we can get a good organization going.
Miami
And then, hey,
Packers.
there's one thing about Ross though. He'll open up the checkbook when it comes to anything and everything. So I mean, they're giving this guy a leash, a long leash, develop. He's going to be the last one to say because our last regime was like a three-headed snake. Everybody had these three guys made the decision. Now it's one guy, Eric John Sullivan. That's who's making the decision.
Who
You know
was
what I
the three
mean?
before?
It was beef. It was not beef flow. It was Chris Greer, the VP of president or of operations, and McDaniel.
Hey,
They were
Marino
like, no, Marino, bro. He's a smile, bro.
doing commercials and shit.
He's a smile. He's like an ambassador. For
Facts.
them to bring in Troy Aikman over Marino, that should tell you something.
They
Like
brought him
they,
in to like console and shit,
as
right?
a consultant, yeah, for the GM and head coach search. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was, shout out Troy. That's what's up.
Dope job title.
But all right, guys, you got anything to add? Anything?
Nope.
Hey, you didn't ask any Miami Dolphin questions. I forgot to shoot to you, Connor. You got any on
Yeah,
the
I mean,
whole?
so my main question is like, obviously we got an issue at the quarterback spot.
Oh yeah.
Tua's got a lot of money tied up. Is it Malik Willis? Do they try to run it back with Tua? Is it Ewers? Do they try to pick somebody out of this weird free agent class? Like if Tyler's the GM, Tyler's Troy Aikman here. What are we doing? Who can we pick in a realistic way? Obviously, you're not trading for Josh Allen or anything like that. Like
No,
realistically,
no.
what is next year? And then follow up the receiver spot. Tyree coming off a pretty nasty injury. He's gonna be a little slower.
Talk
He's a
to
little
him.
older.
Talk about it.
Couple more, lawsuits, a lot of money kind of going out to XYs and things like that. He wants to go back to Kansas City from what, the things that I've seen here and there.
Talk about it.
Though my part one and part two, my friend Todd, I'd love to hear your
All right, so
onset.
from going forward, what I think will happen is they will get a bridge quarterback because of how much money is going to Tua. I think they try to trade him and take a big part of the salary still, maybe cut 15, 10 off the top, and then they'll pay the
What
rest,
we
which
getting for Tua?
is
Six
probably some
round
sort of
pick?
draft pick, like
What's
six
the take?
rounder.
A sixth rounder?
Yeah. Dude, there
Jeez,
you
I was ready to give you like a second or third, man.
no,
I'll give
no,
you a
no,
six
Yo!
instead.
you're dumping money. You're dumping so with the salary cap's what 250, you're dumping a 20%
Yeah, I
salary
mean, I
cap.
guess it all depends on how much they absorb of that contract. Because I feel like if you don't absorb a
Well,
lot, you're gonna get the sixth or
yeah,
But
and
you think we can
that's
get better,
but
way better than that?
we have no leverage. We
yeah.
already said, yo, you're not our guy, bro.
Teams know we don't want them.
Yeah, we're like, oh, this is like you have to go to a situation that is like, oh, we're gonna try to fix Tua.
Wait, but Connor, best case scenario, we get like a third.
That's like it depends if they
That's
can
the
absorb a
best.
lot of that contract because I think it's what is it 256 million or something like that guaranteed or
Oh
It's
my
so
overall.
fucking
next year is
god.
55, and then the year
Oh,
after is like 40-ish.
ugh. So like you're looking at pretty much $100 million.
Yeah. So what I think will happen is they'll probably
Yikes.
trade someone. They'll probably pay 10 of it, and then or the
Okay,
Dolphins
so
will
we could
probably pay
trade
40 of
Tua,
it.
get his ass out of here. What's
Yeah, get his
next?
ass out, and then they'll probably try to find, yeah, if Malik Willis is the guy because of the background of the for the Packers, or they'll probably look at a young guy. I don't know about yours.
What's the review on Ewers?
I wasn't a big fan. I thought he did some things fine, but he's still, I mean, he was a rookie, you're playing without your main weapons, which is kind of tough. He did fine. I'm not sold that he's the guy going into next year. I wouldn't be particularly happy if they did go that direction. I would think, oh man, I'm not. I don't see that. But he does have some sort of arm talent. He flicks the ball pretty damn good. But he's flat-footed a lot. He's usually late getting out of the pocket and he is small. Like I'm not really cool with having another small quarterback. Tannehill was tall, but he was thin. Tua is small and stout at times. I,
Oh
I
no,
need
I'm
I need
PTSD from Tua. I
I
don't
need some
never.
fucking
I
girth.
don't never. If he ain't 6'2" or over, I don't want him. Pause.
I don't think Malik is that tall, but he's at least a bigger player.
And I'm not
Um,
sold on him either. That's just one game.
yeah, so when it comes to quarterback, I think that's what you do. I think you get Devon. Jalen Wright showed some promise, but A-Chain, fucking, you got to pay him this year. Put him on a pedestal. The Tyreek question. Oh, and defense, 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 defense. You got to draft secondary. We need better defensive linemen. Chubb might not be there. You got to give Jordan Brooks whatever dollar amount he wants. Dotson he's good for the future. Got to get more youth. Can't be so. See, the problem with Miami the last 2 years is a lot of 1 year contracts on defense. Like we will have another complete whole defense again this upcoming year. But when it comes to Tyreek, I really hope you hope that he's 80% of what he was because that was a very gruesome injury and was I would say career altering because I I mean there's one thing about Tyreek is that he's going to work, but it's just human nature. What happened to him was freakish. So I do hope they offer him a contract at 30 would be silly to give him. You can't give him 30 again. I would be okay with maybe 22.
You think we're gonna offer something?
Yeah. Tyreek's a 101. He's a even when he's on the field, he's a weapon. He's a great decoy if you don't use him. But also, are you going to use a 23, $30 million contract for a decoy? No. I, I think you keep him, but you can't build around him like we did last time. He's got to be an additional piece.
He's a little old. What is he? 32
He's 30 now.
ish.
He's 30 now. By the time
Or
he plays, he'll be
31 next year.
31. Right. Yeah.
Just came off a broken fucking leg.
He
Right.
won't play this upcoming season though.
Yeah, he probably will. I mean, it'll be almost a year.
What
10
about
months.
Waddle? He's on the book still.
Yeah, he's on the books. He's getting his contract is what 26 million a year contract. I won't be surprised if I mean the GM he did talk about Waddle, so
We
that
should
was
have been
promising.
traded his. Hey, I love you and all, but we should have been traded him.
His injury,
Like this season, because there was a few contenders definitely interested in him.
yeah, I know the Giants were seriously trying to get him. Dayball was more so probably trying to save his job. Um, I'm cool with Waddle. The injuries are starting to pile up. I don't love that, but we need some size. We need
He's good to miss at least 4 games every season.
Yeah, he had another concussion this year. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did sell him off for, first or
I
second.
say, bro, trade Tua, trade Waddle, stack up all these draft picks, and then. But okay, but you're saying draft like Connor's saying for the Jets. We're not ready to get a quarterback. Like we're so
Draft
bad
best
that
available. That's what they'll do. Draft best available.
who the Dolphins
The Dolphins, yeah.
at what pick?
We have 5 picks within the first 3 rounds.
What's the first pick?
11.
So we
I
probably won't
think
get a quarterback though.
no. I mean,
So you're
everybody
saying
says
bridge
next year's
quarterback for this year, like the
yeah,
Jets,
see Malik maybe,
and
see
then
this
and
is out
then
there.
next draft, which is like a better quarterback draft,
Yeah, I heard next year's like supposed to be loaded. I don't know that, but that's what I've heard. Like
like
5.
Bryce Underwood and all them boys and shit like that.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I think we're looking at a different team again, and hopefully it's in the right direction.
No,
Yeah.
the trash one more year for sure.
I just need growth. I need growth from the rookies. I need to see. I can't. I'm so excited to see his first draft class as the guy that was a vice president scout. I mean, is he going to hit on? We have 8 picks in total. Well, if he hits on 4, like that's a win. That's a huge win for what we've been getting. And hopefully, our young guys like Grant and Jonah, Patrick Paul, like they get better a year better. Maybe Malik Washington gets a year better. Fucking Jalen Wright hopefully can be a better back and stay on the field. Grow A Chain. I like, I love A Chain. Some of our pieces are there, but this is what happens when you don't draft well. You're in this fucking situation. And you had fucking 10 picks last year.
Yeah, I mean, I see the same thing with the Jets. So like with Brees Hall, like A Chain's definitely way better, but like good running back, good receiver, hard runner, doesn't really get hurt, and we're just like, okay, now what do we do with him? Now we have to either tag him this year, trade him, give him a contract. Like it's this crazy cycle of like we have like one great player and a non, you know, I'm not gonna say running back's not important, but compared to like quarterback or things like that. It's like we have these guys for no reason. But that's my biggest issue with the Dolphins is like they have a lot of those 1 year guys. Darren Waller, like I don't think he'll be there again next year. You got guys like that. I mean, their
Well, he
receivers.
came back last year because of Frank Smith, because that was his
Yeah.
coach in Oakland.
Yeah. No, I mean, he played well when he always, I don't know what it is with the Dolphins, but they look like the fucking, like they did back in the 70s against the Jets. Like they always fuck us up. Like Waller had like 3 catches,
He
three
fucking went
touchdowns. Like, what are we
crazy.
doing here? But I mean, like, I think we're gonna both be in the situation. So my last question on the Dolphins would be like, realistically, what's their record next year? What does that look like to you or
I
to
know
y'all?
I think we're playing the AFC West next year, so it's gonna
We
be
are.
it's tougher. Yeah, we are right. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a tough schedule next year, and 3 of those teams are in the playoffs for a reason. Um, uh, I mean, sub 500. I just sub 500 with promising prospects. That's all I need, and that's
What
all.
was
And
our record
going
this
into
year?
going into this year, I was like, yo, they could win 4 games or they could win 10 games.
What was
Like
our
that's
record this
how
year?
the record this year was 6-11.
You think we better or worse?
No, 7-9, I think.
You think we better or worse?
About the same. About the
I
same.
could say I would say about the same, if not worse. It has to
Yeah,
get
but
worse before it gets better, though. So I'm
yeah,
good
but
with it.
y- you know,
Because like the Dolphins, for a lot of seasons, they were doing some 9-9 shit, and it was so annoying. With like all those Tannehill years, bro.
yep,
So I'm good. I'm good with like being trash for a little bit, for sure.
saying nothing new, right?
Yeah, ain't nothing new for either of us here.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing new. But all right, boys. I'm gonna hop off. And man, what a great episode. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. But man, anything y'all want to add?
Good.
That's it
All
for
right,
me.
man. Well, hey, great night, Connor. Great to see you, Dixon. It's always a pleasure, my boy. I'll holler at you.
Watch out, boys.
Bad.
It's in hoop season. Hey.